Everyone get out!
Hello tankers and tankettes, and welcome to a replay of mine. It's another Ace Tanker game, and we've had a few lately. It's also fitting in with the theme in that it is a kind of improbable, derpy Ace Tanker game. We had the mouse one, the Ace Moustery game. That's never going to get old. Where I won on a defeat with surprisingly little XP, although it was probably more to do with when I was playing the match in question. We had the last replay, which was from Armorama. It was Derp 82, and Derp, oh boy, it really was. 11 health he went through that battle with for quite a lot of it. And then there's this one. This is my FCM 50T, and again, this is going to be an Ace Tanker game where you're sitting there at the end thinking, how with the what just happened? So it's Prokhorovka. It's encounter mode, and like I said, it's the FCM 50T, which was actually gifted to me by Ray Lynn, who is crazy but in a good way. And I keep saying that, and I'm going to keep saying that because it's true. It's not a bad machine. I'm still very much getting the hang of it. It's got that long 90mm French gun, which is... It's a nice gun. Even at tier 8 it's a nice gun, especially when you've got that mobility to work with. Of course, having that mobility means you don't really have much armour. Welcome to French tanks. But it's not bad. I am still getting the hang of it, though. I'm trying to take some cues from, you know, when Foch plays his, I watch how he does it. I've watched, I think, one of his videos as well. And it's kind of like a big aggressive medium with fairly large hit points pool, but that lack of armor means you do have to employ some caution. And I'm still trying to find that right balance, you know, finding that right, the sweet spot of, you know, aggressive but not too aggressive, cautious but not too cautious. It's the same with any tank when you've got it for the first time. I think this particular match was... I don't even know which battle this would have been, but we're talking first 20 battles, maybe? I'm not sure. Not that many before I actually had this one, and I haven't actually played that many in it up till now either. I don't have a pressing need to train French heavy crews. In fact, the heavy crew I put in this thing is the crew from my ARL 44, just because they're the best French heavy crew I've got at the moment. Well, actually, I say that they're the best French heavy crew that isn't in an autoloader, because my AMX 5100 crew is pretty decent, but there's only 4 of them, and this needs the kind of regular standard layout of 5. And rather than because the FCM crew have got Brothers in Arms training as their second crew skill, that's kind of a wasted crew skill when you've got a 5th crew member that doesn't have that. So there's not really any point in using that crew. So I went with a complete crew, and the next best is my ARL 44. So I'm just looking for shots on the hill now. I'm kind of... Every time I play this, I kind of ask myself, you know, WWFD, what would Foch do? And I figured this might be a fairly good place to be. It's near the cap, I can snipe on the hill, there's no artillery to worry about. But it does require stuff being spotted for me. Although, having said that, one of the good characteristics of the FCM, it's like the Carnarvon, it's got a 400 meter view range, and I actually went and put optics on it. And I did that first, and then I asked Foch, you know, what kind of setups you use, and he's using the exact same setup that I put on, so it does seem like, for the kind of the play style that most uses the mobility, which I think you kind of have to in the FCM, you really want to emphasize the view range and being able to take shots and pull back very quickly, and that sort of thing, you know, being kind of very peekaboo, very aggressive, but being able to pull back, and you know. So I'm getting a bit bored on that flank, and there's not really much happening. They're not pushing over to where I can shoot them. There's unknown quantities of stuff on the hill, so rather than push into the cap, which seems like it would be stupid, I've looked at the minimap. I see there's stuff pushing down the other flank, which is it's mostly tier 7s, tier 6s, being supported by the T-34 that's next to me, so I'm going to put that mobility to use. And here's where it all goes very badly wrong. Boom. Well, I didn't need those hit points anyway. It's fine, you guys. It's fine. My tank goes faster now. I got hit by about 3 things at once. It's pretty lucky that... well, you see there, my fuel tanks did get damaged. I got tracked, but it's damn lucky that something else didn't get, you know, like my ammo rack or turret traverse or something like that, because I would have fixed the tracks and then been stuck with whatever that might have crippled me. So yeah, that was derpy, and I knew there was a KV-1S there. I couldn't have predicted that I would be shot by the AT-15, and I don't know what else as well, but I was shot by about 3 things at once. So can I get a kill? No, I've done really very little damage so far. I picked on a Sherman, and that's not exactly, you know. Okay, this is looking like, look at this, 30 seconds left. Okay, they're gonna cap. This is gonna be a loss. This is, oh dear. And I've basically not really contributed anything to the team so far. I've been picking on the tier 6s. It's not exactly been high priority targets. I've taken a whole bunch of damage that I probably could have avoided taking if I'd played a bit smarter. I've put myself out of position to defend the cap, and all in all, this was, you know, massive amounts of brain derp on my part. You know, it's not exactly, I'm not going to go, oh my god, I played so tactically amazing and I carried this team. Look, we're down to 5 seconds, and somebody decaps, fortunately. Or somebody drives out the cap, or somebody shoots somebody, or I don't even know, but it bought us a little bit of time. But it's not like I can even pop over and put stuff in the cap, because they've got stuff on the hill that will just nuke me if I try that. So fortunately, one of our team is in the cap. I've just taken another hit that I probably didn't need to take from that IS-3. Oh, GG Jedi, GG. And the amount of damage I've done, it's really nothing, 1140. I have struggled to have high damage games in this, and I've seen, you know, I've been in matches where Foch has done like 3-4k damage. I know it's possible, but you have to be, I mean, this is, or has been, for the longest time, it's been Foch's only tier 8 premium, so it's kind of like, okay, yes, I mean, he's a good player, but also he has the advantage of lots and lots of practice in this particular machine, because you know, he's had to make money with it, because it's been his main money maker, you know, his main premium money maker is what I'm trying to say. So the crisis point seems to have passed, really no thanks to me. We're blocking their cap, and I'm kind of stuck on this side, but I can, there we go, I can at least put some shots in on stuff on the hill, which takes the pressure off the guys who are trying to defend the cap. But again, even though I'm getting a little bit more damage in here, and this is, you know, it's helping the team, but it's not exactly like I'm the most valuable player on the team right now. Far from it. This is large amounts of luck that I am still alive. I have not played particularly smart. I've just derped my way all through this match. I'm not even, you know, I'm starting to do a little bit more damage. I'm up to nearly 2k now. I've even managed to kill somehow. But all the same, it's not like I can say I've been super amazing in this match. We're down to now, you know, we've firmly won at this point. 13-7, it's down to the last 2 tanks, an FCM 50T and this unfortunate Black Prince who is a bit stuffed. So, okay, chance to do some last minute damage. I might actually get some credits out of this game after all. And it's all kind of happening towards the end when I didn't have very much money left. I'm probably not going to get the kill, and I don't. And there we go, game over. So, the damage count in the end was actually, it was better. It was nearly 2700 damage, and okay. That's not bad, especially a premium of this nature. You know you're going to make some credits, but hey, wait, what's this? Ace Mastery? Wait, what? Okay. Confederate Medal? Okay. Sometimes you get a sense that you're going to get a Confederate Medal. I don't think this was a battle where I did think I was going to get a Confederate Medal, but I did. But Patrol Duty? What? Top score? What? 4K spotting? What? Yeah. I've mentioned in previous videos that the spotting system is, for a mechanic in the game that is all about vision, it is notoriously opaque. So sometimes you think you've done lots of spotting damage and you've done none at all, or other times you've got no conception that you're gonna, but 4K spotting, that's just out of the blue. That is just That's why I got the ace tanker, basically, because I got that 4K spotting. That's why I got the best score on the team, because I got that 4K spotting. The 2700, okay, it's kind of respectable, it's okay, it's on the upper end of the damage scale of the team, but I was doing damage to the wrong targets in the wrong places at the wrong time kind of thing, and it wasn't that the team won because of me, and I didn't get ace tanker because I played brilliantly, and I didn't get the best score because I played brilliantly. It was all down to the vagaries of the spotting system, basically. It was the fact that I was running around with 400 meter view range with coated optics, which bumps that up to 440, probably slightly more with once you take actually, I don't know if I've got vents on this. I'm not sure. I don't think I do have vents, actually. But it's around 440 meters, and you just can't predict. Sometimes, even if you've got a tank with really good view range, everybody else gets all the spotting damage. But somehow the game decided in this one, through its own completely, like I've said, completely opaque its rules, its decision tree, it decided to basically give most of the spotting in the game to me, and I don't know why. So that's why this was such a derpy match. It had nothing to do with my skills as a player. I was flailing badly for a lot of it because I still don't know this tank very well yet. I don't know when to use it, where to use it, how to use it. But also there were some basic tactical derps. Running away from the cap when I did was a bad idea. Okay, I thought, okay, I'll go and support that flank. But they really didn't need my support, all things considered. I just got myself shot a whole bunch of times, unnecessarily. I could have actually stayed where I was by the cap. I could have pushed on that KV-1S and then been in a strong position to snipe stuff on the hill or even get in the cap and block it. So those were all completely duff tactical decisions on my part. It wasn't just that I don't know the tank very well, that's no excuse in this particular regard. But yeah, even though my damage count was more respectable by the end of it, it's still the case that it was the game itself that decided to make me, that decided to give me that ace tanker. It was the game itself that decided to give me the top score. I just, World of Tanks, a lot of the stuff you can go away and you can read about the mechanics and you can read about how things work and you can get a vague idea, but I think the spotting system is one that is still capable of throwing up the most surprises and capable of confusing even the most experienced players, because even if you've got some idea of how it should work, sometimes the actual results that it produces are you're just left kind of sitting slack-jawed at the screen thinking, how the hell did that happen? And that was very much the case with this particular match. So there you go, this was one of my derpier games. All things considered. Like I said, not quite as derpy as perhaps Armorama's 82 Mastery, but it was still pretty damn derpy. So if you enjoyed this video, and it won't have been for my consummate skill, you can hit the like button, you can leave a comment below, you can check out my Facebook page, and of course, as always, stay tuned for more.